Keeping up with your pandemic baking skills? Well, if not, registered dietitian Shannon Crocker has a few hacks for easy-to-make goodies that are, as she says, healthy-ish. I like that, healthy-ish. Just add fruit, right?
Good morning, Annette. You know what? Yeah, for sure. This time of the season, there are so many decadent desserts out there. And so one of my tips for you, if you're looking for a little bit more balance over the holiday, is to focus in on baked goods or desserts that feature fruit. So like, for example, this delicious apple clafouti that I'm going to show you this morning.
Now, what exactly is a clafouti? I know I've heard of them, but and they look beautiful, but what's underneath all those layers of apples?
Oh, so it's a traditional French dessert. Think of it kind of like a cross between a puffy pancake and a baked custard. So it's really warm and creamy, but kind of puffy at the same time.
So do you have to serve it warm then?
You serve it warm, yeah. And so this recipe is, like you said, it's really easy. And basically what you do is you take apples, which I'm going to be using today, Ontario Honeycrisp apples. I've teamed up with the Ontario apple growers to share this recipe with you today. And so I'm using Ontario Honeycrisp apples. We're going to make a batter here, basically. So you just whisk up the eggs, the milk, the cinnamon, make a kind of like a pancake batter. Then I'm actually adding in whole grain flour here. That was white, but I add whole grain for more fiber. Slice up those apples, add some cinnamon, some sugar for some really great warm flavors. And then we're just going to layer in the apples. You can see I'm going to keep the skin on. That gives it more fiber and also makes it look really pretty. And so for those apples in that, you just want to take a look at, when you're buying the apples, look for that Foodland Ontario logo. And that's how you know that you're getting local Ontario apples, which I think is really important to support our local economy, to support our farmers. And so that's actually just a really delicious, easy dish.
Yeah, because so many of these apples come from Niagara region, they come from Norfolk County, so you're really supporting local there. Now this, I'm thinking, would be a great brunch dish.
It would be fantastic as brunch, actually. So it's great as dessert, served warm or served warm for brunch. And I'm just going to show you a little tip on how to kind of take it to the next level for your brunch. So as it is, you could sprinkle on some icing sugar, or for brunch, I'm just going to finish it off with a dollop of plain Greek yogurt. That's going to give it some protein, some toasted walnuts for some healthy fat, a little bit of crunch, and then just a drizzle of local maple syrup for a little bit of extra deliciousness. And there you go. You've got a satisfying brunch as well.
Okay, I seriously thought you were going to put whipped cream on that. And I thought, she is not going to do that. Because that's what I would do. But yes, Greek yogurt is good for protein, right?
That's right. If you're looking for satisfaction, longer lasting energy, Greek yogurt. If you're looking for decadence, a little whipped cream.
All right, all right. And you say that you use Cortland apples. Any other kind of apples that would be really good for that? I guess if you wanted a green one, you could do like more of a Granny Smith or another local apple that's green.
Well, actually, Granny Smith aren't local, which is kind of interesting. They're a little trickier to grow, so we don't grow many of them in Ontario. But the Honeycrisp and Ontario Gala and Ambrosia, again, just look for that Foodland Ontario logo so you know that you're getting local Ontario apples.
Okay, this is such a beautiful dish. And I'm surprised my husband's French-Canadian. We don't have this. We need to have
Oh, you need to try it.
We need to try this. I could impress the whole family.
I could bring it to you.
Okay, thank you. We'll get the recipe for our viewers and for myself up on our website, chch.com. Merry Christmas, Shannon.
Thanks so much, Annette. Merry Christmas.